Happy Monday, everyone. We're back. And this morning we're out here with Jay Mills, Pete Black, whoever you want to call him. And we're doing a water line repair. From what I understand, I was just given a quick 20-second rundown. So apparently there is, you can see there was a wellhead here, but the homeowner has recently tied onto the water line. They picked up the poly line somewhere in here, and then roughly somewhere where you can see that shovel standing up, there's a leak in his old poly line. So we're gonna go dig that up, see if we can repair it. If we can't repair it, we're just gonna rip it out and replace it. At least that's what I've been told. So I'm gonna go over here and get some details. I'll catch you guys in a little bit when we start digging. I'm assuming we're 42-ish inches deep.
Yeah, about 4 foot. If you hit it, who cares?
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Good point. Well, as you can see, the dig up of the original spot has turned into a dig up of the entire yard. Essentially, they've got the old poly line that's super thin walled. We've got a ton of tree roots that over the years have just wrapped themselves around this thing. And so we have opted to go for a full replacement. The city, when they tied onto this line, supposedly did it somewhere underneath the machine. So I don't have too much further back to dig on this side before we get to our connection point. And then we'll flip around and we'll start working our way the other way towards the house. So that's where we're at on this one. Rick, as always, is in his supervisory position. I followed him on the way over here and he texted me. Here, another for the record, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I do watch these videos. I do realize that Ethan and Rick have both deemed me the princess.
Ethan has given Brian a nickname. What's Brian's nickname? You gave him. Yeah. They call him Princess. Glorified heavy equipment champ. He can't even take a little poo on the hand or the face. I tell you, good help is hard to find.
I did not take any footage because it has been ungodly humid and hot here the last week especially. And yet as I was on my drive in this morning, Rick texted me that he would like a black coffee from McDonald's. So I had to pull off of the road to get Rick his black coffee from McDonald's. And now he is drinking said coffee, standing over there supervising, while Ethan and I do the actual work at hand. So, don't believe everything you see on the internet, ladies and gentlemen. Appearances can be deceiving, and it appears that the princess is now the worker, and the supposed worker is now the princess. I'll take another scoop there, Ethan. I'll take it down a little bit more. So I'm not worried about hitting this water line a little bit because it's all getting replaced, but I also don't want to wad it all up in case we do get to our connection point here. I don't want to dig an extra 10 feet because we got a little too aggressive. Part of our problem is this thing is all watered up in tree roots. So right right there. I don't even know if I was hitting the water line itself or if I was hitting a root that was pulling on it. There is a mosquito in this cab. Every time I swat at it, it manages to escape. And the second I go back to digging, it lands on my cheek and bites me on the cheek again. Missed it again. Did it dive pretty hard? No, we're right on top of it. You want me to take a little bit? My God, mosquitoes are loving me. Oh, would you look at that?
Just in time.
Just in time. Oh, it's Rick. Look who just showed up. Now that the job's all done, Rick rolls in, acting like he's running things. Wonder if he's still got that coffee in his hand that he had all morning. Man, look at that. Hi! Hi! Here's what we got. Brand new water line. Black line is the old water line. Blue, new. Yeah, we rhyme. That's because we're dumb dirt guys. We make things rhyme so that we can keep them straight. So new blue. Had to cross the gas line up here. Of course, it was at a super awkward angle, so we had to, you know, do some funkiness to get around it. Hence the dangerous bank that we are not getting in the trench. I know, armchair OSHA inspectors, no one's been in the trench there. We've been doing it from the bank and from the side around this particular dangerous area because that's not safe. Anyway, carrying on. I always have to cut you guys off in the comments. There it is. They tunneled through, installed nice and new. And now we're trying to figure out how the inspection is going to work, because we just called the city and they were like, oh, we don't inspect same day. The plumbers told them it was an emergency. There's a reason we had to do this. I don't know what to tell you. We, of course, will have a lot of the inspectors on speed dial because we deal with them all the time and we have relationships with them. But the problem is our inspector that we have the relationship with isn't answering his phone. So we can't backfill yet. So we're all just standing around twiddling our thumbs until we get permission to backfill. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep you posted, or maybe I won't. Maybe it will just mysteriously be the next job all of the sudden. We'll see. So this is how Rick stands next to the trailer. Mr. I'm not gay Rick. You think he's talking to his best friend? He's talking to Greg Johnson on the phone. Hey Greg, what you doing? How's Texas? Greg's in Texas right now. Rick hasn't talked to him in a couple days. I think he's suffering from withdrawals. You just waiting for your plane at the airport? Yeah. We're just out here on this sewer dig up and, you know, I had to get a crown. How's the weather there? This is what Rick does while Ethan and I do the work. You're seeing it firsthand, guys.
Okay.
This is proof.
When I talked to Melissa, because there was...
Well, good morning, everyone. We are on another job with the Pete Black crew. This is a septic line replacement going into the tank. And yeah, this isn't going to be a big one. We've only got, I don't know, 20-ish feet to expose. we're sitting right over the septic tank, which will be good. We're gonna try not to damage anything. It should be a pretty straightforward, quick job. I say that, and that's always when things blow up, but you know, we'll see when we get back here in the yard. So yet again, who's out here running the job? As Rick was here for like 10 minutes and stole my truck and drove off because he had other stuff to do. You know, one of those meetings that he always has. It is incredible how, you know, just through the filming and the edit of these videos, you can tell a story that isn't necessarily the accurate story. One where Mr. Rick Valco is the champion, is the big boss, and Brian is just this guy that hangs out. He's a princess. That's not the edit, guys. I really am a princess. I'll own that one. Got Ethan already in the hole digging, along with the Pete Black boys. We're gonna try to spin ourselves in a way that doesn't totally tear up their yard. No, I should be all right. So I'm sitting right over the tank. I don't know if you can see the lid out in front of me.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to straddle her. Fun ones just because of the tight working conditions.
Come on, Terry!
Oh, get her!
Come on, Terry!
Get her! How? Ah!
We're having too much fun doing that.
Give her all you got.
We'll have Ethan calling out.
You ever watched a plumber shit pants on camera?
Turn it. Push it. Come on.
Oh yeah. 2 for 1 special.
You thought I was playing, didn't you?
What is that thing caught on?
Here we go.
Wow.
Man. Dirt dog.
It's a good test of the strength of the Pete Black boys right there. Like I've said before, it's always the ones that are super tight, you got a lot of obstacles and stuff. That's the ones that Rick always has something to do and has to walk off. But like yesterday, they had a tank replacement that was just in a giant open field, and of course Rick was available for that one. No, you take the day off, Brian. You stay home. So I didn't film what Matt and I did yesterday. Matt and I went out and evaluated a septic system that was totally full of sludge. And let me concentrate here for a second so I don't break something. And we were actually wading in poop yesterday. It was really nice. The field was totally clogged up. with sludge, and we were waiting in about, I say we, I totally made, I played the boss card and made Matt do it, but he was waiting in about 8 inches of human poo water. It's lovely. Now, me being the generous man that I am, I did go get him my concrete boots so that he was not in his tennis shoes in the poo water. But regardless, we did both get poo all over our hands, hammering the system. But it turned out good. It's a good candidate for our new sludge hammer systems that we're putting in. Good on depth? Okay. So yeah, that's what we did yesterday, but I did not film because Matt and I both had a lot of poo all over, and I wasn't going to get poo all over my camera equipment because, you know, that's just, it's not good. It's not good to have poo on your stuff. So I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep digging. I may hit you guys with an update. I don't know, depending on how exciting it is. Really, this is all we're doing is a little pipe replacement from the house to the tank, which I'm sitting on. I don't even know that it's worthy of me doing an update. Is that a rock or what is that I'm sitting on? What is it, brick?
Yeah, there's tons of brick in there.
Okay.
They're about 2 or 3 inches above the pipe still.
Okay. As long as it's not a footer I'm ripping out, we're all good. You know, I just told these guys I was going to record a video, so what does he do? He pulls out the Sawzall, starts making a bunch of noise. Guys, this is what it's like working. All right, so we got the old pipe out. We are replacing it with this lovely new shiny PVC. And let's talk about, you know, public service. Let's talk about why we do this. Imagine your poo is the Jamaican bobsled team.
Feel the rhythm. Feel the rhyme.
You can imagine that trying to slalom your way through that baby is gonna be a pretty rough ride. And therefore, you're gonna have some very unhappy poo customers. Now compare that to this. Ooh, look at that gentle glide. That's lovely, isn't it? That's why we do this. That's why we replace these pipes, is because even though the tank and the field and everything is gonna work just fine, your poop might actually just get clogged up in the pipe itself because this is old cast iron and it rots and corrodes and causes all the bumps and all the issues, and that catches toilet paper and poo and everything else, and before you know it, you have a problem on your hands. So that's why we're doing this. So we're gonna go get the new pipe installed, backfill this. I bet we'll be out of here in the next hour and a half, 2 hours. So probably won't have another update after this because I'm not gonna show you guys me backfilling. That's boring and no one wants to watch that. So we're gonna cut to Rick and see what he's up to.